Good day, class. This is Ma'am Ivy Katindoy, and I'm going to discuss you our lesson 3 under module 1 po, Characteristic of Earth, Essential to Life. We have here first, these are our learning objectives. So we will able to justify the uniqueness of Earth. So bakit po ba niya kayang mag-supply ng buhay? Right? So we will discuss those. Regarding din po dito, pag-uusapan din po natin yung mga factors and other characteristic na meron po sa Earth. Kaya po siya nakakapag-supply ng life. Now, regarding po sa ating planet, kaya po ito yung ating only planet in the solar system and still in the universe that can support life dahil mayroon po tayong tinatawag na right time, right size, and right location. Okay? Now, if you're going to look at the slide po, pag-uusapan po natin kung bakit nga po ba kayang-kaya ng planet Earth supportahan yung mga life na nandito. Unang-una, this is the right size planet po. Okay? Pag sinabi natin right size planet, yung planet po natin hindi po siya pwedeng mas malaki sa kung ano po yung current size po natin ngayon. Okay? Our planet is considered normal size or sustainable size at tinatawag, okay, in order to support the life. Now, sabi dito, Earth was considerable larger, more massive, may possibility po na mas mataas din yung ating gravity. So, hindi po pwede yon, class. Kasi pag sinabi natin, the bigger the gravity or the larger the or the greater the gravity, may possibility po na mag-crush po yung mga bones natin or mag-scatter. Okay? May mga possibility din na mahirapan po tayong gumalaw. What else? Kapag naman po mas smaller po sa Earth, may possibility po na hindi po ma-hold or hindi po mas steady yung mga gases na meron tayo inside in our planet. So yung mga oxygen, carbon dioxide, other gases po, magkakaroon po sila ng reaction and it will escape po into our space. Okay, kaya hindi po pwedeng smaller, hindi rin po tayo pwedeng larger. Okay? What else? Kapag naman po ang Earth natin ay hindi po tamang size, may possibility na hindi po niya masuportahan yung ating lithosphere. Okay? So, yung lithosphere po na tinatawag, these are the lands in our planet. Okay? This is where asthenosphere, plate tectonics happen sa ating pong lithosphere. And kapag hindi po tama yung size ng ating planet, may possibility po na mahina po yung production ng highlands or mga anyong lupa. Okay? So, mahirap po yan. Wala pong mangyayaring life. What else? Okay? If our planet do not have molten metallic core or did not have molten metallic core, most of the life forms on Earth would not exist. Tatandaan nyo, students, pag sinabi nating metallic core, ito po ay makikita, okay, sa ating inner core. Si metallic core po, nangyayari po yan sa loob ni inner core. And then, si metallic cores, it releases the great protector of the planets against our solar wind. That is magnetosphere. Okay, so later po we will discuss those. So, right size, let's go with the right location. Ang planet po natin hindi po pwedeng malapit, hindi rin po pwedeng malayo sa sun. Okay? What else? Ano bang pwedeng mangyari? Pag sinabi po natin mas malapit po yung planet or mas malayo, may mga ilang consequences po na pwedeng mangyari sa planet natin. And those consequences will not be able to support life. Unang-una, kapag po ang planet natin ay mas malayo or mas malapit, unahin muna natin si mas malapit, if Earth was about 10% closer to the Sun, our atmosphere would be more like Venus. Okay, yun po ay mostly consist of greenhouse gases. Ito po yung mga uncontrollably pagpasok ng mga harmful gases sa planet. So kapag po mas malapit po yung ating planet sa sun, bukod sa napakainit na po, right, may mga possibility na hindi na po controllable yung mga pumapasok ng mga gases. So harmful po yan sa ating planet. Possible din na matunaw, no, yung mga part ng Earth or worse, buong planet. Okay? What else? Paano naman po kapag farther? 10% farther from the sun. So, yung problem po natin, parang pong kabaliktaran naman ni nung una. Mangyayari po yun kapag mas malayo po yung planet natin sa kung ano po yung ating location today. is mas magiging malamig po yung ating planet. Okay, may tendency na yung planet natin, it will be frozen. Okay, so some part of the planet po, it can be frozen. Magiging icy planets po siya. So, mahirap po tayong huminga doon. Alright? What else? Earth is near a star of modest size. Pag sinabi natin modest size, hindi po tayo ganun kalaki, hindi rin po tayo ganun kaliit. Okay, enough na pong masupply ko ano po yung mga kailangan na Earth and able to support life. So again, hindi po tayo pwedeng masyadong malaki, masyadong maliit, hindi tayo pwedeng masyadong malayo, at hindi rin tayo pwedeng malapit kay Sun. What else? So we have right time. Regarding naman po sa planet, hindi naman po agad-agad nagpo-poof na lang, no, bigla, suddenly, or hindi naman po agad-agad nabubuhay yung mga organisms dito sa ating planet. Tulad nga ng sinabi ko sa inyo one time, or baka na-mention ko sa section ninyo, si solar system po, kapag nabuo na po si solar system, nabuo na rin po si Earth, right? So those are, or it's about 4.6 or 4.5 billion years old. Pero hindi po agad-agad nag-a-appear yung life on Earth. So ito po, it developed over time. Fortunately, may mga microorganisms po na merong undergo or nag-undergo sila ng process na photosynthesis. And those microorganisms can be plants as well, photosynthetic bacteria. So pag sinabi natin photosynthetic, ito po yung process kung saan sunlight po ang ginagawa nilang food. So enough na po si sunlight para po makapagparami and makuha nila yung nutrients na kailangan po nila sa kanilang bodies. Right? So about 65 million years ago, yung planet daw natin, nag-struck yan ng asteroid. So siguro naman lahat tayo familiar sa story ng extinction of dinosaur. So possible din po talagang nangyari yan. Okay? And yung impact po niya, nagkaroon po ng mass extinction. And then nagkaroon din po ng mga another living organisms or birth of other living organisms. Okay? So, hindi po tayo agad-agad nag-a-appear. It takes a lot of time po, process. What else? Let's go with our habitable. Now, dito naman po tayo sa what are the factors that make a planet habitable. Okay? So, when we say habitable, these are the terminologies like pwede nating tirahan as human living or living organisms. Okay, pwedeng going home, we call it home. Those are examples of habitable. Okay, now, let's identify the factors that make our planet habitable. We have 5 factors here. First is temperature, followed by water, atmosphere, energy, and nutrients. So, eto pong mga to, these are the definitions of our factors. Okay? So, meron tayong temperature. Temperature class, this can help our environment as well, planet, in order to maintain the temperature of our environment. So, influence how quickly atoms and molecules move. So, with the proper amount of temperature, not high, not too much low, kaya po niyang supplyan po, no? Kaya po niyang makapag-supply ng mga healthy molecules na nakakatulong po para po masuportahan yung mga kailangan dito sa Earth. Not only the living organism, but also some part of our lithosphere. So always remember, hindi lang po tayo yung nangangailangan ng mga nutrients. As well, yung mga lupa, okay, yung mga lands, it contain nutrients as well. Now, temperature po, nakakatulong po yan dahil tayo, mga tao, kapag po tama yung ating temperature, hindi masyadong malamig, hindi masyadong mainit, kaya po nating mag-survive, right? Number 2 is water. Water, it dissolves and transport chemical nutrients po, okay, or chemical elements from the cell po. Kapag sa ating body, meron tayong mga elements present in our body such as iron, calcium, okay, so hydrogen. So nakakatulong po ito. Speaking of hydrogen, this is also water. So nakakatulong po yan para po masupply po yung kailangan ng mga elements sa katawan and then sa ating planet Earth. Another, when we say water, water can stabilize the mood. Okay, not only the mood but of course the temperature as well. So kapag po tama po yung water, mas maganda po yung function ng ating planet. What else? Atmosphere. Si atmosphere naman po, dito nangyayari yung ating entrapment heat. So connected po si atmosphere and then sa temperature. Without atmosphere, there will be no temperature. Atmosphere po, dito po nagsisend si ozone layer. Nagkakaroon po siya ng entrapment heats. And then these heats po, it serve as our temperature, proper amount of temperature. And then si atmosphere po, tumutulong po yung mga layer niya in order to protect us against ultraviolet rays, which is very harmful in our skin. It can trigger skin cancer. Okay, alam niyo po ba yon? Kapag po kayo ay na-expose sa mga sun na wala kayong protection lotion, okay, or kung wala tayong mga protective layers, atmosphere, may possibility pong matunaw, magkaroon ng reaction, no? Yung mga living organisms. Like yung mga plants, it can die, it can dry. Tayo pong mga human, we can have sunburn. And the sunburn can trigger skin cancer. Okay? What else? Energy. Energy, living organisms use light. So, tayo pong mga tao, we also use light as well. But of course, kinukuha rin po natin yung ating energy sa sleep, sa rest, other than that, food and water. Okay? And then of course, vitamins. Now, si energy naman po, ito po yung mga living organisms that can use light and turn into their foods. So, nakakatulong po yan. And then, si nutrients naman po, ito po yung mga used to build and maintain organisms' body. So, parang tao lang din po tayo si Earth, no? Parang same lang tayo. Sa Earth po, kailangan din po yun ng nutrients in able to build matibay na pundasyon ng anyong lupa, anyong tubig, and other types of stuff or nutrients na meron tayo sa planet. Okay? So, don't forget those 5 factors. Without those 5 factors, there will be no able to supply or support life in this planet. Okay? Temperature, water, atmosphere, energy, and nutrients. Alright, now let's go with our characteristic that make our Earth planet unique. Okay? So these are the characteristics may also contribute or also support our life present here in the planet. Ano ba yung mga characteristic na yan? Ano bang meron kay Earth na wala sa planet? Okay? Una po natin, meron tayong our location is far away from many hazards. So this is number 1. Our planet located, our solar system located in the Milky Way. Si Milky Way po, meron pong mga harmful areas yan, which is prone sa mga asteroids, okay, violent meteorites. Pero po yung area po natin kay solar system class, if you're going to search that on Google, meron po tayong galactic environment na tinatawag or impacts habitability. So dito po makikita kung saan po area yung ating solar system, and sinasabi po dyan na we are far away from many hazards. What does it mean? Malayo po tayo sa mga violet asteroids na pwedeng pumasok sa mga planets. Malayo po tayo sa mga harmful and violent meteorites. So anytime po other planets po sa solar system or Milky Way, nakakaranas po sila ng mga pag-uulan ng mga meteorites. So fortunately, yung area po natin, of course, kay Earth and then sa some part of solar system, kung saan nakasit si planet Earth, we are far away from many hazards. Okay? Another, number 2. Kay number 2, our sun is a stable and long-lasting star. So if you're going to look at the slides, mapapansin ninyo, si sun po, yan po yung pinaka-biggest star in the solar system. As well, siya din po yung ating sun, solar na tinatawag. Dito po sa ating number 2, since yan po ay stable and long-lasting star, hindi po siya pwede or hindi siya agad-agad mag-undergo ng supernova. When you say supernova class, ito po yung death of the star or explosion of the star. Okay, since tama po yung kanyang size, not that massive. Massive po siya pero hindi po siya ganun. Okay? Kalapit sa mga supernova. So, malayo pa po yan. And then, according to astronomers, healthy pa naman daw po yung ating sun. So, again, number 2, we have stable and long-lasting star. Okay? Or sun. What else? Number 3, Number 3 po, we're at just the right distance from the sun. So kung kanina, away from many hazard, dito po kay number 3, we're just at the right distance from the sun. Hindi tayo malapit, hindi rin po tayo malayo. Okay, meron po tayong tinatawag na zone. And that zone keep our planet balance the temperature. Okay, so speaking of orbit, ito po yan, yung makikita ninyong mga orbit. Okay, parang mga strand or alambre dyan. Diyan po umiikot yung ating planet. Orbit serves as gravitational rotation ng ating planet. Okay, so nakakatulong yan para po mag-rotate ng maayos at hindi po magbunggu-bungguan yung mga planet in the solar system. Now, speaking of the right distance, we are located on the habitable zone. Okay, or Goldilocks zone. Ito po, meron tayong too much or too hot, okay? Too hotness and then too coldness area sa solar system. And yung ating area po kung saan umiikot sa Earth, meron po tinatawag na zone. And that zone is considered as habitable zone. So, binubukod niyo po yung ating planet doon sa area kung saan may masyadong malamig at kung masyadong mainit. And then, ito po ay consist of liquid water. And that liquid maintain or stabilize the temperature of our planet. Okay, again, tawag po dyan ay habitable zone or Goldilocks zone. Okay, what else? We have number 4. Okay, number 4, we have the right stuff to host a dynamic core. By the way, class, kung medyo pong malabo, I already post this kay Google Classroom. So, pack-check na lang po para po meron kayong copy ng PPT. Okay? So, we have the right stuff to host a dynamic core. So, nabanggit ko po kanina si magnetosphere and then si magnetic field and kay metallic core. Dito po yun nangyayari sa ating inner core. Okay? Sa pinaka-center of the Earth or deep down the Earth. So, pag sinabi po natin core, nakakatulong po yan para po sa creation ng ating magnetosphere. Si inner core po, nagre-release po yan ng tinatawag nating magnetic field. Okay, nag-degenerate po yan ng magnetic field. Si magnetic field po, yan po yung ginagawa niya para meron po tayong protection o shield sa labas ng Earth laban kay solar winds. Okay? So, ito po yon. Magnetosphere. So, si magnetosphere, nagpo-protect po yan ng planet from cosmic rays and solar particles. So, harmful po yan. So, yung color blue na nakikita nyo, class, yan po yung tinatawag nating magnetosphere. And this one is considered as the sun. Yung wind po na nilalabas niya, naglilihis lang po yan. Kasi po meron tayong magnetosphere na tinatawag. Okay, so kung sa loob po ng Earth, meron tayong ozone layer. Outside of the Earth, we have magnetosphere that can protect us against solar winds. Okay, number 5 po, we have a big moon to stabilize our axial wobble. So, moon has a very large contributions to supply life in our planet. Bakit po ba? Ano po ba yon? Kapag sinabi nating stabilize our axial wobble, meron po tayong tinatawag rotational ng moon. Okay, so as you can see po here on the screen, okay, incline po yung orbit ng moon. So, hindi po yan tulad ni planet. Isa lang po yung rotational nila. Dito po kay moon, isa lang po yung ating moon on Earth, pero po, iba-iba po yung kanyang orbit rotational. It can be called inclined. So, yun po yung bubble na sinasabi natin. And yun po, ang function niya is to mag-cool down o mag-warm, okay, ng ating climate. So, tumutulong po yan para po mabalance yung mga tides as well. Kasi did you know na moon has a lot of contribution or has a huge contributions regarding the tides of the ocean. When you say moon, mas malapit po sa Earth, that is high tide. Moon, mas malayo sa Earth, that is low tide. So, hindi po pwedeng pare-pareho po tayo ng tide. Okay? When you say tide, possible po na high tide o low tide. So, dito po sa ating planet, iba-iba po yung pwede nating tides. So, for example, Upper Luzon, high tide. Lower Luzon, low tide. And then Visayas, high tide. And then Lower Visayas is low tide. Kasi hindi po pwedeng pare-parehong high tide. What might happen? lulubog po yung mga ibang part ng Pilipinas. Okay? So, ganun din po yung sa Earth. So, nakakatulong po yung axial wobble na yan, yung pag-ikot ng moon, para po ma-cool down and then ma-warm yung ating climate. And lastly, this is the number 6, okay? Number 6 characteristic of Earth essential. We have ozone layer to block harmful rays. So, na-mention ko po before, ozone layers, it is one of the characteristic na meron po tayo here in Earth para po masupply niya or masupport po niya yung life na tinatawag sa Earth. Okay, so ozone layer, it is located in the stratosphere. When you say ozone layers, it blocks or it serves as shield protection from harmful ultraviolet rays. So, si ozone layer, it serves as our sunblock, right? So, kung tayo nga, ayaw natin mangitim, nagsa-sunblock tayo. Aside from that, ayaw din natin masunog, right? So, si ozone layer po, ganun po yung ginagawa niya. Okay, kinakontra niya po yung too much radiation ng ultraviolet para po hindi po tayo nagkakaroon ng sunburn or hindi po nakakaroon ng masamang epekto yung sobrang sikat ng araw. Okay? So, ozone layer, nakakatulong po yan sa pag-trapment ng heat and then masupplyan tayo ng proper amount of temperature. So, when you say ozone layer depletion naman, class, ito po yung pagnipis ng ozone layer. So, meron na po tayong kaso ng ganyan ngayon. So, hopefully po maiwasan. Paano po yung iwas na yan? Hanggat maaari, iwasan po natin yung mga pollution, yung pag-trigger na makaka-create ng pollution. Okay? So, nakaka-create po yun ng ozone layer depletion. Once po nang numipis po yung ating ozone layer o magkaroon po ng depletion, may possibility po na pasok na lang po yung mga ultraviolet rays and mahirap na po yung solusyonan. Okay? Naintindihan po ba yan, class? Alright, very good. Now, eto po ay summary lang. Pag sinabi po nating only planet can support life, of course, that is Earth. So, what will happen if the Earth was much smaller? So, kapag po smaller, tatandaan, may possibility na mag-escape po yung mga oxygen, other gases such as carbon dioxide, and may hirapan po mag-supply nutrients yung ating planet Earth. Okay, so what are the 5 factors that make Earth habitable planet? We have temperature, atmosphere, water, energy, and nutrients. Again, yun po yung ating discussion. Okay? So, hopefully po meron pong natutunan and then review lang po para po if ever po mayroon na tayong upcoming activities, we will have answer. Okay, thank you for listening, class, and God bless.